Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody out there on Twitch and YouTube, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is for you. I truly hope you're doing exceptionally well. Thank you for taking time out of your day to be here as usual. That has never been lost on me. Time is the most valuable asset that every single one of us has because at the end of the day, you can't make more time. You can always make more money. You cannot make more time. So I appreciate you guys being here. What's up, Noah? Welcome back. Great to see you. I'll be honest with you guys, I intended to take a full week off, but I got confused on the dates, and by the time I realized that I said April 15th, the videos already had thousands of views. So I just kind of was like, you know what? I took a real break, though. I took a real break rather than the week-long one where I was still going to do a lot of stuff, but just not content specific. I took a true, genuine break over this weekend, and it did me a lot of good, kind of helped me reset. But in the process of all this stuff going on, I definitely forgot this is the last week of season 15. So what I had decided to do at the beginning of season 15, I had decided that I was no longer going to play the first week and last week of each season. The queue time, or not queue times, but the queues are like the match quality is just objectively worse. Don't know what it is about it. But it is just awful. So I am not in the mood for that garbage. And honestly, it's just not fun. And I know that content is enjoyable for me to create and enjoyable for you to consume when I am actually enjoying myself. So, big surprise there. But I just kind of landed on the fact that it was just going to be a lot easier for me to play a game that I really was looking forward to and change the content for that week and following week. So, end of this week, I will play quick play games with my patrons, as is the normal every 2-week cadence, which, by the way, if you want to support the community and the channel by extension, $5 a month gets you into those games. And at a certain point, we're probably going to need to implement a queue system where you can kind of put yourself in a line and we'll just rotate through. For the past little while, we've only ever really had at maximum 4 other patrons available during that time, but we are starting to grow over there quite a bit. So if you want to become part of that, it's literally the same cost of a Twitch sub. So if that's something you're into, right on. But yeah, so today we're going to start sort of normally where I'll kind of hang out with you guys, just chat like normal. But then we'll do our aim training, which is going to be different. We'll get into that in just a second. And then we will be going into a game called 7 Days to Die. I do not need to aim train to play a sandbox survival game, just to be clear, because I know somebody's going to ask. But I do need to continue to aim train in order to keep things kind of fresh and keep a new rhythm, despite the fact that I'm walking away from Overwatch for the content side. I will still be playing Overwatch. I've actually played on my alt. I don't remember. I think I may have had 3 played hours on Wrecking Ball as of last Thursday, which was my last live stream. And I'm 90% certain that I'm now at least at 5. I'll double check just to let you guys know. But I'm somewhere around 5 or 6. I have played more, and what's interesting, and this is not something I expected to happen at all, quite frankly, I'm actually enjoying playing Wrecking Ball more than I enjoy playing Diva, and it's not by a small amount. I am thoroughly enjoying playing Wrecking Ball. So there is a very high probability that you guys will see Wrecking Ball main out of me, which as far as dive goes. But honestly, even when it comes to Zarya, I have really just gravitated back towards Wrecking Ball. Like, even when I'm getting absolutely destroyed, it's crazy. It's actually nuts. So let me, I'll pull up. I just logged into my alt here. I was on my main account getting some coaching done on Zarya last night. So yeah, everything's been kind of scatterbrained over the last little while, but taking that break really did give me some clarity, kind of reminded me of why I do what I do. And people will hate on things no matter what, man. And I can't stoop to their level and let them get to me. So, yeah, it's going to continue to be good. Oh, we're actually at 6 hours on Wrecking Ball. Yep. So I know for sure I have at least 2, maybe even 3 hours more than the last time you guys saw. The Wrecking Ball is now a 42% win rate as well. So my win rate is climbing substantially. So we are doing very, very well. Very excited about that. Wrecking Ball. We're still in like gold into like mid-plat lobbies. So we are in overall a slightly lower lobby set than my normal main account is. And I actually don't want that. My goal is to continue to rank up to be at least at the same level as my main account. So this can truly be an alternate where I'm still trying my very best, but I'm not as worried about losing rank. So anyway, yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize that I had risen above 40% in the win rate, which, I mean, for the first little bit, I was at like a 16, less than 20% for sure win rate. So really happy with that. Really happy with that. But if you guys are here right now, make sure you say hi. I'd love to chat with you guys. If you haven't quite been a subscriber for more than 10 minutes or a follower for more than 10 minutes, you won't be able to chat until that timer expires. But that's just kind of how it is right now. So oops. Yeah, that I really can't express to you guys how much that weekend off really helped me. You know, content momentum will slow up for probably a week or two at least, and that's okay. It's part of the problem with being a content creator. Like, everybody talks about how wonderful it would be to be a gaming content creator, especially. There really is a challenge to it, man. It is not as simple as just playing video games all day. It's part of why I put out that day in the life video. So, it's just crazy. Noah asked, any ideas for other games you'd be playing for these types of streams? Yeah. So this full week is 7 Days to Die, with the exception of Friday, which will be the quick play games with my patrons. But next week, it'll depend a lot on how the 7 day stream goes this week. If I enjoy, it's that literally the only, what I mean by that is, did I enjoy myself for the full week? So today, tomorrow, and Thursday, if I enjoy myself every day playing 7 days, we'll probably just continue that same world into next week, to be honest with you. I have had the idea of seeing whether or not the community would want me to play like Minecraft or Ark Survival. I know that's another one I really enjoy. It'd probably be a sandbox survival game, something that I can, like, as much as I'd love to commit to like a story game, the problem is if I don't finish the story, I'll want to finish the story, and if I have to get back into the rhythm, I got to get back in the rhythm. You know what I mean? What's up, Stormy? Welcome back. 'Tis ball season again. Not yet, but I do think I'm going to become a ball main. I think on Thursday we were at like 3 game hours of Wrecking Ball. I now have 6 in-game hours with Wrecking Ball. And a 42% win rate, so it's climbing. I'm doing really well, way better than when I started. So I'm excited to bring that back to you guys. I will be back in my rhythm. We'll finish the ball gameplay. It'll be, so this week is 7 Days to Die. Next week is the first week of the new season, so it is very probable that it'll be not Overwatch, except I will try Stadium. That will happen next week. As I understand it right now, it's still early access, and I don't really want to get early access. I just want to play it when everybody else can. What's up, Carl? Yes. Yeah, we're actually going to do that. And then anything on Ike? I got to ask you while I'm thinking about it. It just occurred to me I haven't talked to you yet today. I'm hoping that no news is good news, but would love to see some Ready or Not or Star Citizen bloopers live play. Really? That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I know I've made the connection, but I know that streaming Star Citizen has gone very poorly in the past because the computer really didn't care for it that much. I could try and find a way to do that though, because I do enjoy Star Citizen. I'll tell you what, and this isn't just because of Inigo Montoya here. I will put a vote in the Discord, most likely, because I think those are my most loyal viewers or people who are in our Discord. I think that it would be kind of fun to put that together. Are we doing Twitch integrations? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry. Lonely Destroyed, GG's. To you as well? What was the GG's for? Did we play a game against each other? Or with each other? Maybe same team? I think Minecraft and focusing on a specific goal is fun. So Minecraft would be about the experience for me, and I'd play hardcore. Ike is still sedated. Holy. Did the EEG not reveal anything, or are we just still waiting on the information? And you don't have to share that stuff on stream, by the way. You are more than welcome to just text me, but I can also make an effort to call you after stream if you need to talk. Doing my my aim training stretches right now, by the way, guys. That's why my hands look weird. It could be fun to play Ready or Not or Star Citizen, though. I do like those ideas. And I really don't hate the idea of being essentially a variety streamer for 2 weeks out of... I think Overwatch seasons are 10 weeks. So it'd be like 2 weeks out of 20. That's not too bad. We'll do. I'm at a follow-up with Mom right now. Good. Yeah. Is that the one with their surgeon? Hey, Zolron, welcome, buddy. Getting my stretches in. We're going to get the... first playthrough of that playlist you put together for me, man. I'm excited. I haven't touched it at all. I haven't even pulled it up. So good, Carl. Shoot me a text. Let me know, if there's any updates on that. I'm hoping it's good stuff. I think if you do that, try to aim for either the last 2 weeks or the first 2 weeks of the season. What's wrong? Yeah.
I swear, it's like they waited.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, you. Hey. Hey, what are you doing? Hi. Wait, you want to look around? There are a lot of lights. Hi, buddy. I think if you do that, try to aim for either the last 2 weeks or the first 2 weeks of the season. I want to do the first and last week of every season rather than going too long with it. Because I don't actually remember exactly how long an Overwatch season is, but I also need to remember my goal is to compete. So I can't just drop out for 4 weeks out of the 2 season gaps. So, it's part of it. You kind of have to like figure out how to make that work. Because you have to juggle your goals. And my goal is to compete in the OWCS, and I know that I am thousands of hours behind. I will never catch up. But the more hours that I can put in that are good hours, not just hours for hours' sake, but like good locked in hours, the better. So even 2 weeks seems pretty significant for someone trying to catch up to professionals. Just my take. Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. But where I balanced that out, where I try to balance out the 2 week amount is my mental state cannot handle all of the different crap that goes into content creation. So I've kind of considered multiple different ways to do this. I honestly thought about just not streaming for those 2 weeks and just playing off stream and making videos. Hi, buddy. But my part of my income right now is content creation. So I need to create content. So I'm like, okay, how do I do that? Well, I think the best way to do that is for me to take 2 weeks away. I thought about just doing like the first couple days or something, but like it just becomes too nuanced, and it's hard to create a pattern that people can expect from me if I don't just try to make something easy to remember. If your goal is to compete, you should really try to aim for the off season, for example. Now there are 4 weeks till season 5 OWCS. So yeah, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm still trying to figure out, I actually need to take some time this week, I'm doing it this week, where I plan my rhythms a bit better and have a clearer idea of how I'm going to get into a team by 2026. There's a possibility I need to accept the fact it'll be 2027. My goal from the very beginning has been 2026. Even like 2023, when I first started this journey, I knew it would take me at least 2.5 years. I knew that then. So I was like, okay, 2026, so I'm like, but again, you have to be realistic. But to be honest, the drive is so personal. I don't think it's that obvious that skipping 2 weeks of games makes you unable to achieve anything. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. I think you're being kind. I don't see it as, I'm just not understanding the literal words you're saying. Mental health is important all around. I'm with you. Oh my goodness. Dude. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm definitely I'll add that to what I've been praying for you, man. I'm really sorry. A house flood last night on top of the fire from January. That's just awful, man. I'm really sorry. Yeah, even Cassian is speaking into it. Yeah, he's like, no, that's bad. It's yeah, it was. I was talking about you. I was talking. What's up, Coffee? Good to see you back. Dakota, welcome back as well. Great to see everybody. Thank you, honey. Cassian. Are there pretty lights in there? He keeps looking over at my computer. And then over there. Cassian. What are you doing? I think setting realistic goals is important, but I also think holding yourself to hard deadlines is important when it comes to pushing yourself further. 1000%. Yes. And that's part of why. So when I say my goal is 2026, but it might have to stretch it to 2027, is in 2026, will I actually be at least Masters GM on Tank? That's really my thing. I believe it's going to take, if I can't at least do that by that point, it would be a very big embarrassment for me to go into the OWCS. I could do it. I could check the box, but I wouldn't do it very well. Hello. Hello. Are you talking? You want to talk? Here. Hello. Uh-huh. What now? Oh, uh-huh. Sure. And then what happened? Oh. Mama did it? Yeah, I gave you to Mom. You guys have to have time with Dad, and then I gave you to Mom, and now you're being a turd. You're being a turkey. We love you anyway. Yeah. It's amazing what you can do at 4 months old to be a pain. Quit avoiding my looks. Look at me, you tinker. Yeah, you're totally fine. He takes after his dad. Yeah, just talking all the time. True. The combination of both is what makes a realistic yet achievable goal. Yep. Basically, you want to take what you know you can achieve and stretch it by like 20%, is what I've always done when I set goals. When I set goals when I was selling cars, that's part of what made me a 6-figure sales guy in 2 years. No being a turd? Oh, that's true too. What's up, Kermit? Welcome back. Stormy said, what I meant to say is I stopped playing for months, just talked to a tier 2 coach friend of mine and somehow improved rather than regressed skill-wise. Take a break from the game all you want, so long as your understanding of the game remains the same, improves, you won't see any negative changes. Yeah, and everybody's wired differently that way too, and I think that part of my wiring... Hi! Is it your turn to talk? I'm sorry. You go. Uh-huh. You got some drool going on. I got you, dude. Where are you going? Uh-huh. You gonna try and climb, Dad? Are you? You have an eyelash under your eyeball. Oh, thanks for the headbutt. Yep. Uh-huh. Oh, it's gonna be fun, Starcrow. I'm excited for it. And those of you that are on YouTube, if you do have a Twitch account, this might be one of the days I encourage you to go to Twitch. Even though the viewer experience is a little worse in my opinion because of the ads. You ready for it? Cute top, honey. That came out really good. That's fair. But you have Twitch integration, which allows you to like spawn stuff on me, good and bad, and it's just from like just watching. You don't have to spend any money. If you spend money, it gives you some additional points to do those things with, but you don't need to. So, hello. Hello. I like that. That is super cute. Yes. The look you just gave me. Uh-huh. We get to torture you, exactly. Hopefully I can break plat during drive. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot about that. They did the competitive drive too. So the already bad end of season queues are going to be worse because people are just gonna play for cosmetics. So it's really bad. Bye, Cassian. I love you. Unfortunately, I don't have it YouTube for Life. All good. I did look to see if there was a way for me to integrate it into YouTube as well, and I didn't find one that was simple. There were some mods you can do, but nothing reliable. So, well, listen, if you're here for the first time, man, thank you so much, first of all. I am beyond blessed and thankful for all of you who continue to support my content and help and just hanging out, being part of the community is something that I don't take for granted. But listen, if you are here for that first time, again, thank you. If you're not, you already know this drill. But I am going to tell you that, guys, life is difficult. Don't do it alone. This community agrees on that regardless of our differences in opinion, different things that we believe in our personal lives. We all line up on that one thing, that life is difficult. Don't do it alone. My personal encouragement to every single one of you is 3 very simple concepts. Number 1, find Christ. Number 2, find friendship. And number 3 is find community. And in that order, so that when life hits the fan, you can pray to an infinite God who loved you enough to send his son to die for you, effectively bridging the gap between us and him that our behavior created. And the second is friendship. Friendship's there when you just need that one-on-one connection to anchor yourself into reality because things are starting to spin out of control. My life has been off the rails for a little bit, like 3 to 6 months in that ballpark at this point, that it has just been all over the freaking place. And I have had a really close friend. He's actually my moderator over on Twitch right now, the Christian Ninja. I know him as Carl. I've known him for a long time. Little tidbit, he and I actually met because of my live streams on Twitch. And when I was going through it, I called him. He's going through it right now. Fortunately, everything's seemingly on the mend with some pieces. But we talked on the phone because that one-on-one connection has helped us anchor ourselves into reality when things are spinning. And the third piece, community that I mentioned, community in my mind shines the brightest when there is a practical thing that needs to be taken care of. Maybe you're in a place where you just lost your job and you have rent to pay. Well, you have 3 or 4 close friends if you're fortunate. Those 3 or 4 close friends, as much as they'd love to split the rent and just pay it for you, they probably are going to have a harder time doing that than 100 people who know who you are and just want to help. That's community. Community typically doesn't look like online in most of our minds. If you're me, it looks like when a natural disaster hits and the surrounding areas go and help the affected area get back on their feet. There's a lot of ways that community shines, but I'm telling you, it's always practical is where I've seen it. So if any of you are going through it, I really want to encourage you, jump in our Discord. It's completely free as far as monetary values. You don't need to send me money to get into our Discord. Once you're in the Discord, there's not a paywall. You just get into the Discord. You have the opportunity in exchange for your time to build friendships, to be a part of community by default, and yes, even to have conversations about faith. My encouragement to all of you is whenever you're having conversations about any controversial topic, never enter those conversations with an ego. Leave the ego at the door and focus on learning from the person you're conversing with and educating. You're not trying to persuade, you're not trying to show them that you're right or wrong, and you're not trying to let them tell you that you're right or wrong. It's about learning. So, that's that. Yeah, and I wasn't going to share anything because I know some things Carl keeps to himself, but Christian Ninja, I know him as Carl. Again, he's my closest friend. He said, mine has been crazy for a year. His dad died earlier this year. His mom had emergency surgery. She's recovering, I believe now, unless I've missed an update at some point, but she's recovering from that surgery. And now his oldest friend, way before my time, is now on a respirator, sedated. And it was not a good situation. I know more about that, but I won't share more. So yeah, there's a lot, man. But I'm telling you guys, Carl's probably one of the best people that could tell you that this is something that I don't just tell you. This is something that I firmly believe and live out myself to the very best of my ability. So all of that to say, please join the Discord. I am going to pray for us really quick. It takes me 3 minutes. If you're not the praying type, maybe it makes you uncomfortable. Maybe you've had some really awful traumatic experiences with Christians who do that. Number one, I want to tell you that doesn't represent most Christians. Okay? But I will also say that if you don't want to be here for it, I completely respect you. Come back in like 2 or 3 minutes. We'll be done. Okay? All right. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to get the aim training, and then we're going to play some 7 Days to Die today. It's going to be a good time. Definitely encourage you guys to be here for that. Father, thank you so much for today. Thank you for every person who's here. I thank you for the fact that I have a community of people that will watch me play a video game. It's so wild to me sometimes, but I know that at the end of the day, it's not about the video game. It never has been. The community found me because of a video game. But those that have stayed and truly become part of what I refer to as our community is here for the community. They aren't here for me. And I am totally cool with that. I don't want this to be a all about me life. I want to leave behind, whenever I end up leaving this world, I want what's left to be a legacy that pointed to you. Even if I don't always directly say it. The fundamental idea of having people in your life that will go through life with you is a Christian principle. It's not strictly Christian, but that's where I got it. I am increasingly aware of my need to throw what I want out the window and focus purely on how I can serve the community that you have asked me to build. Help me to be better about that today. I am certainly never going to be perfect, so I can always ask, knowing there's more to learn, to become more like you. Please empty me of the things that don't reflect you and fill those voids with more of the things that do. As I go through the same training, help me to be patient with myself as I learn the new rhythms and new routines and all that stuff. And as I get into 7 Days to Die today, remind me how to stream that game. I know how to play the game. I know how to stream Overwatch, but I haven't streamed 7 Days to Die regularly for quite a while. Remind me what that is, to be entertaining, to be engaging, and I pray you'd bring the folks you want reached by the stream today. In Jesus' name, amen. Man, thankful for you guys, for real. Genuinely grateful. I know there's a lot of you guys that are not Christians that choose to stay for the prayer anyway, and believe me, I am extraordinarily grateful. So, we are going to get into Kovacs. That is part of the new rhythm, and I just realized that I actually never updated my scene, so give me just a minute here. It'll take me not long. What's up, Mittens? Hey, Mags, welcome. Why do you spell words with the letter C with a K? Are you referring to my old Patreon like names? I can actually answer it, but be direct. Is that what you're asking about? It's points earned while he's playing there, tracked by the game. Exactly. You can actually convert, though, Carl. I believe you can convert points, like the kinship points, into I think they're called pimp points in the game. So I think you can do that. I might be wrong. No, the points on your channel. What are you talking about? I guess I don't understand. Dude, The Chosen is really good. I agree. Okay, that should bring up... There we go. Oh, yeah, I think you can, Carl. I don't know if there's like a cooldown on that or anything, though, so you'll have to let me know, because I really don't know. I haven't really been as prepared as I'd like to be. Kinship coins is the name. Fair enough. So, the community has always been referred to as the kinship. Kinship being brotherhood, right? It's another word for it. And in marketing, one of the things that is really important is finding something that's alliterations, right? Like when people say kinship coins or the kinship, I used to call my Patreon tiers nobility. I used to call it, what was it? Crusaders, nobility, and oh goodness, I'm forgetting the third one now. But I did that to keep things consistent. Unfortunately, people wildly strapped on some tinfoil hats and it went well out of proportion. But if that is the kind of thing you're curious about, now you know the answer. It's because of marketing. That's it. Kinship, by the way, is never spelled with a C. So, okay. So, I'm just getting things set up here. It'll take me just a moment, you guys, because I did forget to change this. Whatever, Carl. Oh, it's really fun seeing you two in the chat at the same time again. That's been a while. Tinfoil is really great for evenly cooking your brain. Oh, yeah. Does that answer your question, by the way, Mags? I'm happy to answer questions, man. especially when they're genuine. Okay, so I should actually be good now as far as aim labs goes, or Kovacs. Okay, I believe we're good. I've got the scene set up. You guys can see it. And I think even if I open up my loading scene, yeah, it should. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I had that all taken care of, seeing as we're already here. So, okay. Let me pull up my Discord messages really quick and get the playlist. So, Zolron was kind enough to put together a playlist for me, which was very helpful. What we're working on is the idea of flicking. Where that he gave a lot more information. He's very thorough. It's something I really appreciate about him. But for the sake of context, basically all of today's scenarios are going to focus on building up my ability to flick to a target rather than draw the straight line from target to target that I have been for a while. And the thought is, if I can get my flicking to a better place, we can probably make a better score come out of the benchmarks we've been doing. So, Mittens, you're ridiculous. Okay. Zolron, you ready, buddy? I love that it just automatically pastes it. That's so good. So if I search it, do I have to click the search? Oh. Oh, no. No. Okay, hold on. I crashed the program again. Why is it doing that? Didn't it do that yesterday to us? I swear it did, because we tried to import something else too the same way and it crashed it. All good, Carl. All good. That's so weird. I will say that's been my one gripe with Kovacs so far. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Zolron. I'm good with that. Let me just try. Okay. So theoretically, I just have to search. Okay, so online playlists tab. Where'd it go? You can click the download button on the right and it'll move it to your local playlists. I am sure it's here somewhere. Download. There's probably a huge button right in front of my face. It should be an online playlist at the moment. Named the same thing, this Kovacs Rocket, whatever. Should be alphabetical. I must be missing something. I know you can't see it very well, though. No, it's named Gaming for Hope Flicking. Oh, pfft. I've just been paying attention. Okay, so then clicking the download button right here to do a local playlist. And then I can probably rename this, correct? So I could just say Tuesdays. That'll help me remember to do it on Tuesday. Pretty safe. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so now, if I hit play, Hello? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. We'll reset it in just a second. I was not at all ready. Okay. Cool. That's a start. So we're just doing these for the first time run through. The warm-up, if I remember right from me, Zolran was just, that was the warm-up. And it just kind of gets me in the right headspace. And the goal will be to then move on to the next ones. And the last 5 are the ones that I want to really focus up on. I see what you're saying. Okay. And I know you're not telling me what to do, by the way. You're just suggesting. Okay, so I see. Okay. Okay. So that one's explicitly on. Oh, you hold down fire. Oh, okay. My bad. Let's replay that one then. Okay. So we went up just by making that one switch there. I think your sounds aren't coming through the stream. I don't really care, but if that wasn't intentional, I thought I'd let you know. Oh, I am actually glad you told me that because you're right. They probably aren't. Let me fix that. Thank you. I don't think I added. Now they should. After. Sorry, guys. That's my bad. Okay, that one was pretty good. So that, I feel like I'm pretty content with an increase there from just understanding that one the first time playthrough. So now we go over here to play. That one didn't feel all that different than the one before it. Obviously, the layout's a little different because there's a wall rather than like three-dimensional space. That's sort of the point. They're meant to be similar. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to make a habit of doing each of these twice. Okay. Okay. Now I get the idea of that one. That just gives me a good average to go off of for the next concept we're working on, by the way, as far as like the threshold training, right? At least that's how I phrased it. I'm not sure if that... I don't remember if that's exactly how you phrased it, Zoran, but... Okay. I'm just having my computer, my good computer, so I can game. That's fair. You're doing it for a good cause, Carl, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet that's refreshing too, Carl. All right. Let's do this one a second time. Psyduck, thanks so much for the sub over on YouTube, man. I hope you having a good day. I think my accuracy went up too. So slightly higher score. That's good. Yeah. Slightly, yeah. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. Can you go analysis? Oh. And it goes against recent. I'd have to do a little more digging into that, but I can do that off stream. Okay. So what was that one? That felt like it wasn't quite 60 seconds. Was this the one you were telling me about at one point in the messages? Like if you miss a certain amount of shots? Okay. Okay. It's okay. Overshot a little bit on that last one, but that's a big improvement from the first time. And that's, again, like, the first run of each of these is meant to be me getting the idea of the exercise, and then we can actually try and go for, like, an actual score after that. So we'll go on to the next. I believe, yes, this is the final one, but we're going to replay through some of these and go from there. So... Okay. That one's kind of interesting. I see. No, we are not. Not this week, Waffles. Thank you, Zoran. I appreciate it. I think once I realized which one it was, I was really making an effort to reset back to the middle because there was at least like 2 or 3 that I just didn't see because they were out of my peripheral, so I couldn't even try. Oh, I see what happened. Can I not skip it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Mouse was like disconnecting there. Wow. Does it ramp up a bit by the end, by the way? Yep, that one's probably worse than the first one, I'm going to be honest, but that's okay. Yeah. Aim training for 7 days to die? Yes. Yes. You know me. I have to hit those zombies perfectly. You can just double click the scenario. Gotcha. Okay. So if I hit done, and I come back, okay, so now I can just go over here. So this one was the one that you hold. Okay, so these were poke, where you press and hold. Okay. We are back. We are back. Just not in Overwatch today, guys. Not in Overwatch. We are playing 7 days to die. All right. Let's go on to the next, or this, here. There we go. Now we'll do this. Yeah, it's worth watching, man. And if you can watch it over on Twitch, I highly recommend you do that. Okay. I'm good with that for today. The next playthrough week, we're consistently moving upward, which is good. I'm good with that one for today. We'll move on to the next. That one wasn't good. Okay. You don't need to play everything the same number of times. It's just about figuring out when you've gotten a good performance out of yourself. Right. It's not like, okay, I've played this 3 times, so everything else is 3 times. No, I'm with you. Like, if this one had been, like, a downward trend, okay, I'm going to try it again. This one, I feel like I started here, bounced back up to basically the same place. So that's good. Like, I'm happy with that. It's a good starting point for sure. Okay, now this one is not the hold down. Accuracy, very, very firmly. No, it's T. Yep, nope, I need a break on my shoulder. I think I'm doing the wrong tensions. Like I'm tensioning for, like, holding my shoulder tense for too long, so I'm gonna give myself a second. Reset. Try it again. Oh. Lockout is probably the feeling I'm getting where, like, my shoulder is super sore, really uncomfortable to move. Yeah. Okay. So far, Woosty, I think I am. Yeah. How are you, man? All right, here we go. Okay. Moving up a high score. Accuracy went up a little bit too. Okay. Exhausted. Got a men's group meeting tonight. I'm about to go out to eat. Nice. Very nice. You know what kind of place you're headed to or where you're going specifically? You don't need to tell me, like, your location. I'm just like, food, I'm happy with that one too. It's steady improvements. I think tomorrow is going to be the real telling of, like, how things go. When you have those brief pauses, is that from tension lockout or from something else? It is me resetting because I think my hands might be too big for this mouse, that or I'm just not gripping it very well. My thumb ends up dragging or my pinky ends up dragging, and I'll end up, like, not holding them in the right place. So I'll end up getting caught with the mouse. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense with my words. That's fair. Yeah, free food is just an inarguable thing for sure, Woosty. That one's way better. The fact that I actually made it all the way through the 60-second mark, missing one shot. Happy with that. Is this the real one or the stolen stream? I can never tell. You know, I've had so many people tell me that my streams are being stolen, but no one's willing to drop a link. So. I'm a little confused why your grip is fine at the start, but becoming weird in the middle, though. It's because my hands get more relaxed. Like, so basically what I was starting with, I'll try and show it to you on the camera here. So envision this is where we're here. Okay. Let's see if I can figure this out, how to do this well. So my hand, they kind of go out like this. And then over time, they just kind of slowly sag and then they get caught underneath. I think that's why. I'm just not gripping very well. All right. I'm happy with that one, though. That one's good. Okay, potentially last one. We'll see how well we do this run, though. I'm telling you, these things seem to move faster as we go along. Okay, much better improvement from the middle one there. That's good. It's really interesting. I've never seen a mouse grip where your thumb and pinky are not both on the mouse. I suppose the only way to keep that consistent so you don't have to readjust your grip mid-run is just to make a conscious effort on keeping your fingers point position the way you like them. Yeah, I think honestly gripping the mouse would be a better way to adjust that, like just actually having them all like attached to the mouse, so to speak, right? But I'm honestly happy with today's results. These are good. Definitely improvement overall, just even within the day. So I'll take those kinds of days, man. That's good stuff. Thanks, Zelron. I appreciate it. It's definitely a great starting place. I'm looking forward to what you cook up, man. You always cook up the good stuff, man. Zolron over there just casually being a 5-star Michelin chef in Kovacs, bro. I think you're being a little more humble than you need to be, but I respect it, Zolron. I do. I know you guys can't see the game right now. I'm getting everything pulled up. Okay. So the only thing, for those of you that are into 7 Days to Die, the only thing that I have changed is I've increased the XP multiplier to 300% to make things more challenging more quickly. I've played this game for freaking ever, dude. It's gonna freak out here for a second. Hang on. $1180, $620. There we go. Now I should just be able to drop that into there and it should work just like everything else. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to turn down the in-game settings here, so give me just a second. I think I am anyway. Yeah, I need that smoother frame rate, and it does not like streaming at the same time here. The computer's finally started to show its age a bit. I don't want it on lowest. That's pretty awful. Can I go a little above that? Even if it's just to low with no motion blur and stuff. Oh my. I'm gonna reload the world. The shaders, I think, tweaked. How many of you guys actually know what this game is? I'm curious. So, Psyduck, are you going to be kind enough to release that alleged stolen stream link, or are we going to just pretend it doesn't exist? I'm just curious. What's up, Mordicus? You do. Yeah, you definitely know this game. You've been around my community for a while. I would hope you know this game. You and I have played this game together, I'm 90% certain. Okay, the shader stuff seems to have fixed. Let me make sure the FOV stayed. I think it did, yeah. Yes, you have played it with me. That is correct. Okay. Cool. Let me start up my replay buffer so I can get some great... Oh, hold on. I almost forgot. My notes. Hold on. Okay. Lag for a second here while I get back into the game. And now we're good. Okay. So, for those that are unfamiliar with 7 Days to Die, 7 Days to Die is a survival sandbox game with lots of other elements of other types of games. And by the way, the game looks freaking gorgeous when you're not worried about your frame rate. So I can show you that. Hopefully my computer doesn't spontaneously combust. I'll keep you updated. Okay, I'm not going to play it like this almost for sure because it will not play oh. Maybe I'm just a lying sack of crap. It works just fine. No, it's starting to struggle a little, but not anywhere bad. Well, for you guys, I'll deal with the frame rate being lower than what I like it to be. Okay, so this game is truly one of my favorite games of all time. Is this on console? It is available on console. I can say that has updated since the last time that I played this game. It is available on console, and I strongly recommend you pick it up. It is a great game. Basically, the idea is every 7th night, there is a horde of zombies that rushes your location nonstop once the night starts, and then ends only when the night ends. So from the in-game hours of 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., you're just hit with this onslaught of zombies. So you'll notice it's day 3. I've got my basic little structure I've built here, and I've got some storage. I've got some things. You do quests. You have a trader system. So like this guy is our first trader. You're gonna love him, and by love I mean probably loathe. But the big thing that I'm struggling with, I've played, basically each in-game day is 1 real life hour. So I've played about 2.5 hours probably ish. At this point, 3, no, yeah, because we're into the 3rd hour. Basically, the end of each day is a full hour, so we're 2.5 hours in. So, I have a decent little collection of stuff. You do have an RPG aspect to the game, too, where you have, like, a skill tree. You have different skill trees you can go into. You have this, like, perception, strength, fortitude, agility, intellect, and each of these things has their own subset of perks. So, I am in the strength category. I think that's probably the most overtuned one, but it's also the most fun to play for me, so I play that one a lot. We have this quest that's all the way out there. I do not believe I can make a bicycle yet. Oh, I can. I have the ability to make them. Can I make a workbench yet, though? Because I have to do it at a workbench. Okay. So we're really on the lookout for what are called Forge Ahead books. If we find 5 of those and read them, we'll be able to craft a workbench. The workbenches will be super expensive from the trader, so we aren't going to be looking to buy one from him. We're just going to try and find the stuff to craft our own and go from there. Are there dangers before the 7th day? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll see it as well. Oh, I need to turn on the Twitch integration. So if you guys are watching over on Twitch, I am going to give you guys the Twitch integration here. Let me pull up the loading scene for just a moment. You guys should be able to see it. I think it just activated. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you guys understand what's going on over on Twitch. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't have it. So for the next 5 minutes, it's on a cooldown. Let me swap scenes. For the next 5 minutes, it is on a cooldown, so you won't be able to do anything with it. But here in a moment, you'll be able to use commands that are different from Twitch commands. It's not exclamation point. It's a hashtag instead, and it can do corresponding things in the game. Also, periodically, there will be votes that show up in there where you use that same hashtag system, but it's either A, B, or C, and it'll go to the corresponding thing that is on my right-hand side of your monitor screen right now, whatever you're watching on. So keep an eyeball on that right-hand side, and if you have questions, do ask, because if I don't know the answer, I am confident someone in our community is happy to help you as well. And I'll tell you, I'm already so thankful I didn't play Overwatch today. I needed this. I needed to get back into like just a casual game and chill with you guys. This was a good decision for me. I really can't wait till I can get the other channel off the ground. Once this one is taken care of and in a good swing where I'm not really doing much besides creating and recording the content for it, I do intend to have a survival sandbox channel. Something I've always wanted. Because that was what this channel was, by the way, over on YouTube. Before it was an Overwatch channel. As far as content goes, it was 7 Days to Die. This was my previous game. I played Apex Legends beforehand as far as what's comparable to Overwatch, or at least more comparable. But, so yeah, you basically just go through and loot each, like, location. They're referred to as points of interest, POIs. You can see it has like a little skull there at the bottom, or at the top, right as I entered in. Then if you have one skull, it's a tier 1, and it kind of goes up from there. Obviously, a 2 second tier, you kind of get the idea. It just follows suit. And as the tiers get more difficult, so does the quest. But the quests scale with you and your level. So a tier 5, if I were to go do one right now, would be, very challenging, but doable and high reward. But a tier 5, once I'm higher leveled, would be even more difficult, and you wouldn't get it done the same way. It's pretty fun stuff. So we are reading these books. I could go over them if you want me to. We can pause it and I can kind of explain what I'm doing, but basically these books that I've just read out of the mailboxes are giving me better abilities to use the club category of weapons. And right now we are using the most basic form of it. It is a tier 5. Each weapon and tool has a 6-tiered system. So at a 6th tier, you have the best form of that weapon. But I believe after the wooden club, I think it goes baseball bat. Is it baseball bat? Yeah, it is. That's because we're really close to getting that one unlocked. And then it starts at tier 1. And then as you read more books, you get tier 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it goes up to, I believe it's the steel club after that is your final tech advancement. So whenever you actually activate the quest, it does reset all of the loot inside. So some people will maximize it where they go through and clear it all once and then do it a second time. Man, we just got like a bunch of the club books. Which ones are we missing? Because we just read 3 and I think the collections are only 7. Batter up. Yeah, we are only missing 2. So you can see I can now do 10% more damage with clubs. I've read the one that gives me power attacks to the legs that will slow the enemies. So if I'm getting like absolutely rolled. And then power attacks increase the chance of knockdown. Bats and clubs degrade slower, so I don't have to repair them as much. And then I can craft chain modifications for bats and clubs, which basically just slows them down a little bit further as well when you hit them. Sprinting with a club drawn in combat uses 20% less stamina. That's a big one. And then ragdolling enemies as well. I don't really know that I've ever actually read all of them. And then you do get a set bonus as well. Let me pull it back up. Power attacks that kill your enemy refills your stamina meter, which is a big deal. That one basically makes this unstoppable. So, questions so far? Anything at all? I really do want to invite you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be about the game. This whole week and all of next week are really going to be purely focused on me engaging with you guys and talking to you, right? Overwatch is a game that I pretty well focus on while I'm playing it, and I don't really engage with the chat throughout the games because it's really hard for me to do both. But a game like this, I can play and read chat because there's a little bit of a balance. So if you have questions, ask. You will notice that all of the buffs and stuff are on cooldown right now. Because I'm in the middle of a quest. Once the quest is over, it should be a pretty short timer. I think it's like 5 or 6 seconds. And then I'm back to, you guys can use like your, what are called pimp points in the chat there on Twitch. And you'll be able to engage with it that way. Okay, there's something up there if I had to guess. Let's look. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be easier to look right here. Oh, nope, there's nothing up there. Okay. Figured there would be loot. There is not. Let's climb the scaffold here. Yeah, we are having a bit of a frame rate issue when we get into the cities. And the bigger cities, we'd have a much larger issue with. So I think just to kind of find the blend a little bit better for video settings, we'll turn it from ultra to high, turn off the motion blur. I don't know why people actually play with motion blur on, to be honest with you. Okay, that once it kind of resets in here should be better, I would think. It'll give it a little less of an issue. How big of a learning curve would you say it has? I would say, especially if you're willing to watch just like a couple of YouTube videos, there's really not a huge learning curve. Of course, I'm kind of out of touch with that, to be honest with you. I want to say I have over 1,000 hours in this game. All right, see, so now Mordecus has just been nice for me for once, which is new. But basically now all of my melee damage, because he spent some of his points over on Twitch, all of my melee damage is boosted right now. So I can do additional damage. So rather than power attacking, just to show you, if I can actually hit. And actually, you can notice that even one-shots different things. So I could probably open the safe pretty easily. Normally, you wouldn't be able to do that. So that's something. Cool. So we got some more shotgun shells. Okay, so I believe that is now over. Only seeing nice buffs so far. That's true. I don't... And it may be that after the quest is over that you'll be able to do the negative things. I don't believe I have turned that off intentionally. I've left everything kind of defaulted. All right, well, now we can create a first aid bandage. That's really big. got a little bit of food. Can now make pumpkin pie. There is an encumbrance concept in this game that becomes a very big issue as you go through. Like, I'm encumbered by one there. We aren't going to open up the door yet. We don't want to let the outside zombies in more easily. We may as well leave the door in our way. We have some charred meat. We'll go ahead and eat it just so that we don't have to carry it. This doesn't, you can't really do anything with charred meat. It's already kind of cooked, as the name would imply. Okay, and because we ate the charred meat, our water will be inhibited a bit. It does have a negative impact on your hydration, so we'll go ahead and drink that as well. The old sham sandwiches I have started to keep because I understand that getting infected is much more common now. And the only way you can make a full antibiotic is with an old sham sandwich as part of the recipe. At least that's what I remember. I don't know if that's still true. Man, we're getting a lot of the cooking books and unlocking a lot of things. So we may actually be able to go home and make a bunch of food. I've got a bunch of like resources for it. I just haven't really spent any of them because I haven't had any of the good stuff to be able to be cooked yet. Okay, we aren't hungry or thirsty, so we're just gonna leave those things alone. Let's hop down here. See, now you know why I aim train. Because this game obviously requires it. I'll have to look at the recipes for these. What are these? Oh, this is all like furniture and stuff now. And then the advanced bellows later, and we can always craft more of those. So to conserve space, you can scrap things like those nails just turned into iron. This muffled connectors mod could actually go on one of my armor pieces. We almost have the full raider set, by the way. If we can find the raider boots, we'll have a full set bonus as well, which is that's a more recent thing. I'm still adjusting to that, if I'm being honest. These muffled connectors mods just lowers the noise amount, makes it a little easier for you to crouch in this heavy armor and not wake them up. But I'm not as worried about not waking them up with this like heavy armor stuff I'm wearing. Okay, so we've killed both the zombies. Here's a skill point. We just got one, and I know my camera kind of covers part of it up. It's almost impossible to put the camera anywhere. That is something if I ever did get back into this game a lot more, I'd probably figure out a way to shrink the UI a little bit, just so that it could be not covered up by my camera. So I'll just kind of try my best to remember and explain it to you for today and the rest of this week's sake. So right now we have one skill point. Skull Crusher, this particular set is for sledgehammers, and because I decided to go into Pummel Pete, which is for clubs and bats and all that kind of stuff, we aren't going to spend any points on Skull Crusher at all. Big and Fast, we have to get to strength level 7 overall in order to unlock this next one. So basically, if they're locked, I'm not obviously going to take it. But we do have a couple available points to spend in Miner 69er and Mother Load. Miner 69er allows you to do more damage with your tools, like the axe, the shovel, the pickaxe, eventually when you make it. And then the Mother Load gives you more materials per swing. So I've not really figured out the best one to start with. But I like doing damage more to things, like a lot faster. So I just usually start there myself. Again, any questions at all that you guys have, feel free to ask. I really do. This was my bread and butter for a while. So a little story time for those of you that may be newer and maybe you just know about my Overwatch content. Before Overwatch, I have actually been a full-time creator 2 other times in my life. Both of them mostly because I didn't really feel like I had many other options. But when I was doing that, I was playing this game, 7 Days to Die, and I was playing Apex Legends. I played a mixture of both, and I only live streamed for the most part. Then eventually Apex Legends kind of lost its luster for me, and I decided to walk away from it. There's a whole story to that. But I decided to leave Apex Legends, and I basically only played 7 Days to Die, and I wanted to make more video content. I started realizing that was the area that I was just dropping the ball. And, ooh, we got the Raider boots. Nice. That's a big deal. Now we've got the full Raider set bonus active. Let me look at that real quick, and then I'll finish my story. So the Raider set bonus reduces the chance of critical injuries by 20%. The Raider boots also give us a +2 to a safe fall distance. That's really cool. I didn't think that would happen. So yeah, we're going to be in a really good spot for Horde Night so far. Go ahead and take the cooling mesh mod and just slap it in there. So anyway, 7 Days to Die was definitely my main squeeze for quite a while. And I really enjoyed it. I really wanted to stay in it, but I knew that I felt like personally as a Christian that my big goal with doing all of this is to try and okay, hold on, let me pause my story. Yeah, this is one of those voting things I talked to you about earlier. So if you're on Twitch, hashtag A brings on a zombie dog attack, hashtag B brings on a soldier attack, and then hashtag C is a random. It's not necessarily one of those two, although I do believe those are included. So again, A is zombie attack, B is soldier attack, C is a mystery attack, and it will be an attack. That's how these work. So because I know that's about to happen, we're going to go ahead and put down a storage container so that I can get some of my inventory out and not be encumbered while I'm trying to fight these guys. So we're just going to kind of put the first aid kit in our inventory here. And actually, we can just kind of get all of our inventory cleared out. No reason to actually have any of it in there. And if you guys don't vote, by the way, at all, it'll actually just pick one randomly, so it's fine. Okay, make sure my guns are reloaded. They are, because I'm probably going to need it, especially for a soldier attack. Zombie dog attack, for sure. So I have an infection. I have an abrasion. The abrasion can be cured by using first aid bandage. That'll start the curing time on that. Takes it from 28 minutes of effect to 9 minutes of effect. It also has a decreased effect because I used that. The zombie dogs are good for rotten flesh, which is part of how you make farm plots in this game. So you can start doing some farming stuff, obviously. Now, you guys will see that all of the buffs and debuffs are completely active now. So if you guys have anything you want to do, you can spawn stuff on me for points. You can actually do like beneficial things for me as well, like whatever you prefer. And I know my community, you guys are probably going to do more of the harmful stuff. I know you guys, but okay, we'll just leave that storage there. It's not a big deal. We're going to head back out here. Make sure we reload our guns in case we get ambushed on our way. I've reloaded that gun. Our pipe machine gun is probably going to need a repair when we get back. Degrades pretty fast, it seems. And the reason I'm running so slow is because I am 10 encumbered. And when I last played the game, Pack Mule, which is a thing I can put points into as part of the strength tree, was basically a big joke. But it's probably something I am unironically going to put points into here soon, because I don't have the ability to craft any better modes of transportation that will, number one, not worry about encumbrance, but number two, actually every vehicle in the game, as far as I'm aware, has storage. Even the bicycle has a small amount of additional storage. And usually between the bicycle and your inventory, you were able to travel unencumbered. And on the bicycle, being encumbered does actually matter because it is completely, as a bicycle normally is, powered by you. It has not got a motor. So motorized vehicles will be a little bit before we get to that point. Like I said, guys, feel free to ask questions. These kinds of streams are some of my favorites, man. Have I ever heard of the game called Scum? It kind of reminds me of this. There's a few games that do give people reminders to this. Ark, Scum, Raft. I feel like I'm missing one. The Island? Isn't that Raft? I don't remember. Anyway, there are definitely games that have a very similar idea and look to this, but none of them are zombie focused as far as I'm aware. Oh, Lord. How long does this last? If I don't move, 48 seconds. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna be sick. Okay. Oh. Jeez. It's like I had a little too much to drink at the bar. Excuse me, Red. Can I get? I can't get in the door. Okay. Can I? Hi, Rect. Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at me like this. You don't want to see me like this. I'm not well. Okay. Listen.
Well, get lost, bum.
I'm not gonna get lost. I'm not. I'm actually gonna take this Shotgun Weekly book off of you. You do not look well right now with me being like I am. In the manner that I am at the moment.
You better not fuck this up.
Hey, easy. There are potentially
goddamn
children
throat.
watching this. See what I mean? Rect is just a charmer. We all love him. And I mean, if I'm being honest, me showing up and being drunk in front of Rect actually makes a little bit too much sense. That's how I deal with Rect. You just get incredibly out of it and go deal with him. Okay, so I'm in my safe area here. You can do beneficial things here. You won't be able to do anything negatively, I don't believe. Okay, we'll read that book. Put the things that are sustenance in there. Okay. Trader stuff, we'll put it all in there. And yeah, that's stuff that I'm going to sell or have coin that I can spend and all that stuff. So while we're here, let's eat a little bit of food. And drink a red tea. The red tea slows down your metabolism for a period of time. Go ahead and throw some more food in there. And we will go ahead and finish what's in there. Okay. Cool. Let's check our... We have a dew collector. This is where you start getting a resource for water. But it comes out as murky water, so you still have to try and, like, until you get a perk for it later. Or not a perk, but one of these things, I think it's a water filter, I think actually makes it come out as just regular bottled water. So we'll go ahead and stick these back in the fire. And there should be enough fuel to finish those up. It is about 7 p.m. in game. I know you can't tell against the sun, but here I'll put it against the darker background. It is about 7 p.m. in game. Oh, I need a short iron pipe for this pipe machine gun. I'm a silly man. Forgot all about that, to be honest with you. Oh, and we have the infection. We got to deal with that. Okay. So a jar of honey will deal with an infection that is anything under 5%. So we're good there. That takes care of that. And I need a short iron pipe to repair my pipe machine gun. Big surprise there. Okay. So we will be doing questing at night by the time we get over to that quest. So I don't think we're actually going to do any questing right now. We'll just go over to this local house right here. I think this is either a tier 2. I don't think it's a 3. I'm almost for sure it's a tier 2. I know for a fact it is at least a tier 2. We'll do this like POI, clear it, get the loot from it. Yeah, tier 2. And then we'll come back to our base. So it'll be fun. Now, the reason you don't want to be caught out at night is the zombies move faster by default. They actually sprint, so they are a little terrifying. Sema Ghost, thank you so much. Celebrate raid has been activated. What does that mean? That's crazy, but thank you so much for raiding. I appreciate it. I have no idea what that does in the game here. I'll tell you. Excuse me, zombie, you're gonna need to wait. You explode zombies and animals into confetti when they die. Oh, this is for you. Hold on. Bro, that's awesome. I didn't know that was a thing from a raid, but that is fantastic. I love that. So yeah, that's all the more reason to play this game on this game, because that's just so fun. I'm not over that. That's so cool. Okay, here we go. Hey, no, you guys are gonna need to wait a minute. I'm a little busy. How was your stream today, Sema? Everything go well for you? Oh. You get back on Kovacs, man. Oh, it doesn't get old. Welcome back, by the way, Stormy. I'm not sure that I ever actually said that. I was so distracted by the confetti. Did you? Oh, you had that kind of day? Remind me, Sema, what role are you playing? love you, Rach. You're oh. Are you good? Rach? Okay, so let's look at the challenges here. We need to harvest leather. We need to harvest short iron pipes. My wife is being goofy behind the screen here, and I am having a very hard time staying focused. I love you. You're ridiculous. Get out of here. You're a tank player, okay? Yeah, that's part of your problem right there. I get it. You know, it's just a very relatable problem for me. Okay, so nothing behind the paintings. That's something else I can probably do better. Oh, hello. Be gone into confetti. This is an awful way to wake up, and I'm sorry. Rach, you're pulling on cables. It's okay. I was like, uh-oh. That's the mic one, too. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. We have a lot of zombies. Be confetti. Turn into confetti. Look at all this confetti. This is all for you. You may have had a rough day in scrims, but did you get to have that in your day? Now your day is better. Rachel. You are ridiculous. Won the first and last map, though. That's what matters. Well, in scrims, what matters is, did you learn? Because that's your... I mean, that's like a primary focus when I was in scrims anyway. Was like, did I get better? Doesn't really matter if we won or lost. Did I play better? Targets with full health take 20% more damage with shotgun. Wow, that's exciting. You're still trialing? Oh, okay, I got you. You're trialing for a team in scrims. Got it. Is it a scrim team or is it an OWCS team? They're using scrims for the trials. Close that door. So we just have a moment. Confetti. By the way, that's not an indefinite thing for those of you that might get thrown off by that. It's about 5 minutes. Is this any better than my other one? No, my other one's actually better. Both, I assume. I actually have no idea if High Mind was a team prior to WCS. I have no idea. Some of them, most of the scrim teams these days do at least go into some form of the OWCS because there's no reason not to. There's no cost of entry. Like it's put your team together, you know. And the confetti is over. That's fun while it lasted, chat. Nothing behind there. What the heck? I don't think I've ever noticed this before in this POI. Oh, there's a hidden stash. Fantastic. Shotgun weakling. Now I can make a pipe shotgun quality 4. And the bandolier mod, which allows you to reload a bit faster across the board with all of your weapons. Exciting. I have a feeling this is partially a false floor. Yep. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. They're all awake now. Better not be stuck over here. Ow. Did he just fall through the floor? He sure did. He's gonna have to make his way back around, and for right now, I'm not worried about him. Oh. He's gonna start breaking through this door, probably. Hey, Mo. Okay, let's put that wood splitter mod on there. It does a little bit more damage and also gives you it's either more damage to wood or more resources from wood, which I don't remember which it is. I have to look. But either way, it has no net negative. It is all a positive effect. I watched a ton of this game from Dry Bread when he used to play it. I even bought it, but it's a little boring to play by myself. You know, that is something that, like, a lot of people feel. I love playing games like this solo, but I do know a lot of people that, like, when I was playing this game as, like, a full-time streamer at one point, a full-time content creator, I actually did have a server for that reason, because there's a lot of people who felt that way. Let's go back out of here. Okay, hopefully we can get back to our base. We are a little overloaded here, but our base is out there, over there, yonder. And after I drop some stuff off in my base chat, I'm going to step away for just a minute, fill up my water bottle, use the restroom, and then we'll get right back into it. By the way, our son has just been super clingy in the last little while, guys, so he's been a little more fussy when we don't hold him. He is completely fine. He does not need anything. He just wants to be held. And Mama is currently trying to clean up the room a little bit. Oh, we have a vulture in the sky over there. We're going to have to be careful. Those are a much bigger pain in the rear at night. We do have a way to get to the top of our roof if we need to go up and fight. So we'll put the stuff away there, put the blueberry seed there. We'll actually put all this stuff in the trader chest. And then if you guys will give me just a minute, I'm going to step away and use the restroom, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. I know I was gone a bit. Let's get back to it, man. Man, I got so much excitement for the future of being a creator. I'm telling you, man. All right, so it is currently 10 p.m. in game, meaning that it is nighttime. Any zombie that I come into contact with is going to be basically on steroids. So, I guess you're going to have to sort that out later, to be honest with you. Okay, so it's a 7x7 structure, and I'd like to get the bottom 3 rows of this into cobblestone. But I'm actually not super worried about it because we need to build a horde base using that. It's way more important. So, we probably... Just thinking out loud. I do at least want to get the eye level, like this second level, where the zombies are going to hit taken care of. So that if it becomes an Alamo kind of situation, we're good. So it's 14, 19, so we need 23, so we need 230 of the cobblestone rocks. So, also I hear the bird up there, so we're probably going to need to take care of that, because he'll just start swooping down and attacking once he realizes I'm in here. Let's go outside. Try and see if we can find him. Last time I played, they just kept circling. But they may actually swoop down and perch now. No, he's up there. Only gun I have that'll reach that far is a pistol. And it looks like it's a small flock. Yeah, there is a deer over there. I just noticed. We probably need to try and get him. What? There we go. The real reason we Kovacs. There is still a vulture above me, but I do want to harvest this deer. We'll be able to make some decent food from it. Where is it? Okay, there's the bird. Now we don't have to worry about them. At least not those two. Oh. Alright, so we'll get back over here to the base. I want to move my dew collector onto the top of the building. It just occurred to me. Put the inventory away real quick here. And we probably ought to make a little bit of a farm at some point as well. Take this dew collector up off the ground. We'll put it on our roof, and then I think we'll actually move that farm plot up there too once the corn has finished growing that I've got currently planted. Currently in the growing status. Okay, so we go dew collector. Now pink usually means that this building could fall, so we got to be really careful. Kind of want to put it right there, but yeah, it just means that we're starting to get a little bit of structural integrity issues. Hey, Rach, what time did they go down for a nap? Okay. I also noticed it was them and not just Brindley, and that his food was, huh? I also saw his food was still. Okay. Okay, sounds good. Ah, everything is now black and white. Thanks, Mordecus. You're a homie. Grayscale is what it says. Now, it's just kind of an annoyance. It doesn't really... The only thing that would be a little bit challenging is to identify feral zombies because their eyes glow red, and I don't think you'd be able to see the glow as easily. So, it is what it is, man. But we'll get down here. Man, this game is so dull without color. Holy cow, it really makes you aware of it, man. That's wild. All right. And we'll actually go ahead and move, because I don't think you can make anything with murky water besides just bottled water, so it's probably a good thing for me to deal with that. Yeah, so it's, okay, I see. So we'll go ahead and just do a bunch of that. So 4 minutes and 20 seconds, so we'll just do all that fuel. The reason that I limit the fuel that I put in, by the way, is the kind of need for it to not generate heat, because it'll spawn something called a screamer. A screamer zombie is a spawner of more zombies, and it just becomes a perpetual nightmare where you are trying to get rid of the screamer. They're very weak, like they're super easy to kill, but you have to kill them before they scream or they spawn zombies, and that has a chance to spawn another screamer, and it just gets to be a perpetual nightmare. Genuinely, it's very terrifying. That would just be hard to look at, right? Without it being gray. At least it doesn't grayscale your inventory. At least, oh, I see. There was a two-part to that. You know, it helps if I read my whole chat. Okay, so we'll put this other point here, and then unironically, for the first time probably since I've ever played this game, I'm gonna put points into Pack Mule, because I want to start being able to carry more inventory sooner and not be encumbered. And for these first this first little while, I think it's gonna be pivotal. And I can always get a Forgetting Elixir later and respend all of my points if I really just find that it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. So. Sweet. Okay, so we have now upgraded this entire row so that the zombies do run out here. The block they're going to hit the first is here, so they'll probably come straight to the door. With that in mind, we're going to use a trick that I've known for a while, and I believe I learned it from another creator on YouTube named Guns, Nerds, and Steel. He goes by Temreki. Really great creator, by the way. If you want to watch this game more regularly and you want to go subscribe to somebody, dude's content is like inarguably some of the highest production value 7 Days to Die content I think I've ever seen. It is truly unparalleled. He's done a great job. He's one that my wife and I used to watch all the time when we had a lot more time to just watch content. We do have another deer over here, so we're gonna go ahead and kill that if we can. And we can. Oh, Lord. Oh, I was so confused. That worked a little too... Hey, that is my deer. Get out of here. That... Can you die, please? Thank you. That was perfect. That was like the most wild depiction of 7 Days to Die that I've seen in a long time. The jump scare Twitch integration, because there really was. I just shot my gun, which you couldn't have timed that on purpose. Getting the deer, seeing the zombie, then try and eat the deer. Wow, that was wild. Oh, I hear you. Oh, there you are. Kind of hard to see against the tree there, bud. Okay, well, we have 3K wood, and we're doing well there. Let's see what challenges we can do so that we can get some additional... So, like, okay, crafting some forged iron. That's a lot. So we need to throw iron and clay into our forge. And we need to make 100 forged iron in order to complete the challenge here. So we're going to grab the iron, the clay. Mystery supplies. You can use kinship points directly now? Is that cool? Is that a real thing, kinship points? I didn't know you could do that. Thank you for the mystery supply, by the way. I'm assuming it'll spawn when there's more space around me, so give me just a minute. Forged iron. Okay. So we're gonna put like a very small amount of clay in there. Let's throw that much in there, sure. Oh, and then you can actually just... Okay. So you can redeem pimp points with that too. So there's a conversion and there's a direct, it seems like. That's kind of interesting. So we are going to start generating a lot of heat here. But that's okay. Yeah, now you should be good. And you're gonna be able to do things forever. Okay, so there's beans. Thank you, man. That was medical stuff. We got herbal antibiotics, steroids, painkillers, a splint for when I inevitably break a leg. That's good. That's our first herbal antibiotic as well. We definitely need those. Okay, so we do have... I think the mushroom spores actually can be planted without a farm plot. We'll put it up above the zombie. Yeah, you have a lot of kinship points. It's crazy. So, okay. Yeah, we'll have to keep things moving here. Now that I know how to do a little bit more and I'm remembering how to play this game a bit better. So, we will have to build a horde base before night 7. I usually make that a day 6 and 7 task. And then during the day, I end up doing everything I can to kind of clear like POIs and get stuff. So it is nighttime. This is typically like a resource harvesting. I don't have a whole bunch of iron, and there is iron out here. So we're gonna go out there. I'm gonna see if I can craft some coffee, or do I have that bonus to that? There is a bonus that if you're buzzed by coffee, Art of Mining book. Yep, 10% more ore when buzzed from coffee. Let's see if we can make coffee, because we have coffee beans. I'd like to probably just make a couple, though. Or maybe just one. Let's just do one. And yep, we can make it. So let's grab the wood to start the fire. How long does it take to make one? 40 seconds. Easy. We'll do that. Okay. And now, do we have any like nitrate powder and stuff? Okay, so we have some. So that's that, and then rotten flesh. We can make a farm plot. How many farm plots can we make? We can make 7 more, just shortened by the nitrate powder. Okay. Can do some nitrate powder mining as well. We probably won't. We'll just go get the iron. There's a once per stream limit though on the conversion. Probably a good thing. Probably, yeah. Otherwise it would just be constant. Especially for folks like you, Carl, Beans, probably even at this point. He's probably getting to that point as well. Okay, so I've got a coffee buzz going for the next 3 minutes. So let's go mine this iron and just mine it until basically 4 a.m. in game. You guys are able to you use hashtag and then one of the corresponding things across the screen from where my camera is. You should be able to see it that way. That surprises me, Beans, to be honest with you. You're here like every stream. I know you don't usually get to stay very long, but... Oh, wait, you usually tune in on YouTube. That's probably why. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't use all of it on bad things. That's fair. Beans, I appreciate it, man. Thankful for you just watching the content regardless of where you choose to. Always thankful for that, man. You know that. Beans, you've been around a while. Did you? Oh, Lord, here we go. Just don't move. Everything else is moving. It looks like it's moving. But it's really not. I have to remember that. Oh. I am 100% not a troll. Only like 80. Yeah, okay. Look up. I don't wanna. I'm scared. Oh, gosh. Oh, it does move the terrain. Oh, oh, I'm terrified. I'm looking back down at the ground. Ah! Oh, no, not right now. Oh, no. This is terrible. Why did I do this to myself? Oh, it's over. Oh, thank God. You guys are trying to spawn bears on me? Okay. I wonder if the bear, if you guys do get to spawn him, would be affected by the dance-off. There are no zombies around right now, I don't think. But basically what happens is they do the Fortnite like default emote was the way they first rolled it out, and it's absolutely hilarious. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's over. Unfortunate. You kind of saw it at the end a bit there. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, it's over. Oh, no. I didn't know they could spawn 2 screamers. Oh, my Lord. No, 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 no. Run away. Thank you for the ammo supply. I'll have to deal with that in a minute. Remember me telling you guys about the screamers earlier? They've actually changed them a bit. Holy cow. That was brutal. Okay, I gotta reload here. Oh, we got a loot box, a loot drop. And craft a baseball bat now. We gotta make that a priority. I don't think you need a workbench for that. So, thank you for the shotgun rounds. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna remove this marker. Let me move out of the way so I can actually see it on the map here. There we go. And then we're gonna save this one as iron. Because that's a vein of iron, by the way. That's how mining works in this game. It kind of has like this topical look. And now it's over. Okay. You guys have a vote you can do now. A is silly sounds, which is absolutely hysterical. It really does live up to its name. B is celebration, and C is bucket heads. I don't know what the bucket heads means. I've not seen that one yet.
Trader Rick is open for business. I wreck or get wrecked.
Okay, we'll put the iron back in here. Okay. Put these farm plots. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seeds. That's perfect. And we have 7 more farm plots. We're going to try and plant these up on the roof and hopefully not break my roof. With the cobblestone underneath, it's probably okay now, to be honest. But okay. These have a pseudo custom concept here, and I can't go any further this way, so we'll go like this, and then we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4 silly sounds. So I'll give you guys an example of that in just a sec. Let me place stuff. Sadly, I must away and take my van to the shop. Ew. Hopefully everything's okay. Thank you so much for being here, dude. I'm always thankful to see you, Mordecus. Okay, so let me show you an example of the silly sounds.
Pew, pew, pew.
And each gun's a little different.
Tat, tat, tat. Kablow.
I think when you hit people with the bat and stuff, it's like bonk, you know? It's it's so funny to me. It sounds like the Lego Batman movie. It is kind of funny. Okay. So, we do have a quest we can go do. Probably should go do. Did we get a skill point? Oh, we do. Nice. Probably go ahead and put it in Pack Mule, to be honest with you. So we can continue to hold more inventory. You guys are about to have the cooldown turned off, by the way. You guys should be able to start doing more things if you so choose and have the points to do it. Oh.
Pew, pew.
There we go. I hit a headshot? Holy cow. Wow, I did. I took his head clean off. That's unfortunate for him. He would have been dead either way. One bullet typically does that. Okay, we are a little low on food and water. Do 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 do. Armor parts there. We'll go around this side of the building. This is a tier 3, isn't it? Oh, it's just a generic one. There's no tier to this one. Okay. Must be a pretty easy one to deal with then, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to keep going towards our quest. All of our guns are reloaded. We're going to try not to use them. Oh, yeah, here we go. Listen. It's like a little squeaky toy. The silly sounds are so good. I'm so excited for dinner tonight, chat. Last I knew, we were gonna do these. They're a burger bowl. Oh, this game is a lot of fun, man. I enjoy it. Is it less laggy? Immensely less. Yeah, they did a really good job. They officially went gold. Like they finally released it out of the alpha mode it was in for a while. And yeah, ever since then, it's been truly well done. Dig this up real quick. Squeaky toy even when you're digging stuff up. That is fantastic. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Ragdoll. Does that mean I ragdoll or the zombies ragdoll? I am concerned. Oh, we may as well loot this working stiff tools. It doesn't seem to be the ragdolling me. I assume that would be like a temporary one where like if there were zombies nearby, they just like fell over. I don't know. Is this the new Minecraft update? Yes. They've come a long way. Flint and steel. Come here. Those sounds are so good. Flint and steel. The Nether. I still haven't seen that movie, by the way. I'll probably not see a movie like that in theaters, but I would definitely see that in general. It seems like it'd be kind of a fun one to watch. If you're not going to enjoy cinema, you know, up. Okay. That one's fair enough. So those of you that are watching on Twitch, all the things you're seeing, like the changes in game, you can do without being a subscriber. You can do that without being any kind of like paid, and nothing is paid to do those. You can pay to have increased points in some variety, like you earn more points when you're a sub. You can cheer bits and you'll get a reward in points as well. So yeah, it's not required for you to be part of it though. So if you guys want to be part of it, definitely participate. If you have questions, ask. Happy to answer anything I can. All right. Oh, this is actually our quest. We've already cleared it almost the whole way once. Let's do it again. Let's get double loot. Why not? There's also a storage container I think nearby. Yeah, right over there. Because I had to drop some inventory. I was too heavy laden. Needed to cast my cares. Oh Lord. Okay, that was a cringy joke. That was a cringy Christian joke. My bad, guys. My bad. So we can make baseball bats, but they are fairly expensive to make. Probably when we get back to our base, we will work on making one of those, though. We're not doing too bad with the quality 5 wooden club, but it would be better, you know? Oh, I've got a bunch over here. Jeez, I didn't even know there was a second page. Oh, wait, what? That's kind of cool. Learn Twitch. Bonus pimp point rate. So if oh, that's kind of cool. This is new. A new vote has started. Oh boy. Hashtag A is nurse horde with burn. I don't know what that means. Hashtag B is a janitor horde with burn. And hashtag C is a soldier horde with a shielded boss. None of these things make any sense to me, which means it's going to be horrendous. So if you would like to make me suffer, any of those things will work. A soldier horde, really, out of all of them, I hate you. I also love you, but I hate you a little bit. You know what I mean? I got 24 seconds to be prepared here. Can I come out this door? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's bad. How do I get out? How do I get out? Oh, there's a button. Huh? Does that unlock the door? Oh, no! Oh, I'm so cooked. Oh, I'm so cooked. Let me out! Ah! I gotta go over to the storage. They're gonna fly right out of there, and I'm gonna be so baked. Hold on. Holy crap. Okay, how do I... Oh, he's shielded until they all die. Ah! Bandage. Oh boy, now there's a dog. Oh no. Ouch. Oh my. Okay. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Keep healing. Keep the healing going. Oh dear. Oh. Oh, I am so cooked. Get out the other side. Oh dear. Ah. Oh, I am so done. It's just Jover, dude. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, can I get up there? No. Oh, I just woke up more. Oh, good. Oh my God, I'm dead. This is the end for me. Reload. This is it, guys. This is how I go. I have no more. It's been good, guys. You guys won more for defeating me? Oh my gosh. Okay, spawn near my backpack. I hope those things don't stay. Oh, they don't. Oh, thank gosh. Oh, man. How's my armor? I mean, oddly enough, not that bad. Out of 9 mil. Oh, man. That sucked, because as soon as I realized I was stuck in there, I was like, no. Unlucky. Okay, well, now we know what happens. So, out by the buried supply, or out by the quest, that we at least get to double loot, there will be some stuff in storage that we can get to, which may be helpful. Dang, that sucked. So obviously next time we got to do that one again. Okay, listen. Listen to me. Have mercy on me. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, let's go over here and go put... Oh, I just realized the chat is partially covering up the health bar. Hang on. Like the status bar and stuff here. And I think it'll go quite a ways up, so we'll have to probably do it like this. And then just shorten it a bit. Yeah. That way, yeah. Just so it's not covering up anything important. I had to head out. Please be in prayer for me. I'm meeting with my mentee in 10 minutes. Nice, dude. Good luck. Definitely will be. Let me know how it goes. Oh, I don't need to eat anything. I don't know why I did that. Okay, well. Besides being breathtakingly cooked on that one, let's just restart. We get all this resource from here. And the cement mixer gives us forge head books sometimes, so that's good. We need 3 more of those to get the workbench unlocked, which will allow us to start crafting a lot more, like the good stuff. So by the way, normally what I do for those kinds of like boss challenges and stuff, especially the soldier ones, is I build myself like a very temporary like horde base. But because it was right at the end of a quest and I couldn't get out of the quest in time, I didn't have time to do anything. So I just got cooked there. But you guys got extra points, I guess. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. It's very rare that I die in this game. That's one of the things that, like, whenever it does happen, I'm always like, oh, it can happen. It's like a reality check. Like, oh. I also have all the mining books. That's cool. We're almost able to two-shot a lot of those with a shovel. It's exciting. Oh, I need to go loot that generator there, too. Guys, if you normally watch my content and you're into the Overwatch stuff, I just want to say thank you for being here, man. I'm really thankful. Like, it's something that I wasn't too sure. I seriously contemplated not dropping Overwatch this week with me trying to learn Wrecking Ball, and the influx of people that have been really supportive of that content has been really cool. But I also know that for my own mental, the way that the end of season and beginning of season queues go, I just didn't want to deal with it, to be honest with you. I had no interest. It just would not have been fun to me. Oh, that's a screamer. I don't know if she can actually scream, though. That's a problem. Let's not find out. There we go. Because if she screams, she brings in more. So. But anyway, on the real, thank you guys so much for just being part of my community. I don't take it for granted that I have the opportunity to go live and do what I do. If you guys do want to support what I do, the very best way to do that is to become a patron, as far as financially goes. Watching the content is more than enough for me, and I'm thankful for those of you that do. But if you do want to go beyond that, the Patreon truly is where you can get the most value for the dollars you spend. So like $5 a month, you get into the Patreon only quick play games that happen every 2 weeks. That is actually happening this Friday. And you also get some shout outs and stuff like that that no one else is getting. Even the YouTube members or Twitch subs don't have these things. So if that's anything that's interesting to you, or at least want to check it out, you can use !Patreon in chat. Either one should bring up the link for you. You can also check the description if you prefer not to know, like not to let me know that you looked, just in case you decide not to, which is totally cool. But if you want to check that out, it is in the description on YouTube, and on Twitch it should be in the panels for you as well. So there you go. I tore through the outside shell of that a lot faster than I thought it would. All right. Try and keep them down as much as we can. That's the advantage you get with like the clubs and stuff, is the knockback power is so important to succeeding. So I need to get the White River supplies before this ends, or in order for this to end. So for right now, I'm not going to worry about collecting it, so that it doesn't reset my, oh, I can make iron tool quality 5? Holy cow. Yeah, I need to get back to base and do some tool upgrades and stuff. That would probably be a really big benefit. Okay, so is this just a broken switch? Okay, so it just didn't work for some reason that first time. I wonder why. Very bizarre. Wait, where is it? It led me up here. Oh, did I walk by it? Oh, interesting. Okay, so the quest is now done. Let's head over to the storage bin that we put down and grab all of our stuff out of it. Probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and repair the things that we do have. And we will be encumbered here, and that is totally fine. Only encumbered by 3, which means we could just move stuff out and do that, and now we're no longer encumbered. We're actually able to move at the normal speed, which is big. I'm going to text my wonderful bride really quick. Don't text and walk. All right. So the goal here is to get to the trader, turn this in, and honestly, my equipment is not causing me any trouble. Like my club, my stone axe, stone shovel, none of that stuff's really causing me to like not get something I need or whatever in a timely manner, killing things quickly, that kind of stuff. So I'm not super concerned about that. I'd rather do those kinds of things overnight rather than waste the daylight where the zombies aren't runners. So I will probably just focus on dropping stuff off at my base and go from there. Okay, so it is slightly worse than my current heavy armor I've got. Okay. What games are you guys playing these days, man, outside of Overwatch? Is there anything you're just like super into? And even if it's something that everybody's into, I just want to know, like, what's everybody playing these days? You know, I keep walking by this and never looting it. Some coffee seeds. You know, I'm not sure if I've ever been up here either. Nope. Liquor stash. Just got murky water in it. You would get drunk off murky water, wrecked, you freaking weirdo. Yeah, you. You're weird.
Smells like dysentery.
It's probably you from the murky water you just had up there. Why are you blaming me?
You think you're pretty smart now, don't you?
Yes.
Here's your pay, Einstein.
Thanks, buddy. What else do you have? Man, these are all, like, anything beyond 400 meters, and it's going to take a while. The buried supplies are, like, my least favorite, though. So we'll
Can't say I'm not surprised. Good luck, kid.
We'll eat those things, and that'll open up our inventory a bit. And now, let's go drop things off at our base, so we have more inventory space. And then we will go into the quest, or head over to the quest, that is. Perfect. More sustenance stuff. We got some more seeds we can plant. Baton parts we can sell. Armor parts probably we need to hang on to, but we can sell that. There's an egg. Got a supply drop somewhere that I can hear. Those I believe I have the markers turned on for. Yeah, I do. So we'll go out and grab that. Looks like it's out towards our quest, fortunately. Okay, so this would go under sustenance. And these are slightly worse than what I have, so we'll put that in there. We do probably need to sell to the trader. Oh, he just restocked today, actually. Now would be a good time to do that. Let's grab our any repair kits we have. And we'll repair. And we could actually probably make another repair kit. That wouldn't be a bad thing. Forged iron. Oh, probably make some forged iron, I guess, huh? Okay. We'll turn all that out. Just get that taken care of. And at least a repair kit used to be a piece of forged iron and a piece of duct tape. Okay. So we could actually make two. And which wouldn't be bad, is we could actually repair the pistol we're going to sell and the assassin boots. And you can actually tell, like, the repaired version is... It's not just because the stats are a little bit better on this. It's only marginally better. This has half the durability. If you go ahead and repair stuff before you sell it, you'll usually get your money's worth out of it. So we'll get the forged iron out of there, make the 2 repair kits, go ahead and put the rest of the forged iron back in here. And let's go check the corn farm plot over here. It is ready, so we'll go ahead and harvest the corn. Got 2 corn from that. That's cool. It used to be that unless you had points into the farming perks, you would only ever get 1 crop back. So that is actually really cool that they did that. Okay, I do want to grow more coffee. That has a direct benefit to me with mining and stuff. So we'll go ahead and grab our farm plot, stick a piece of coffee on there. If you have a murky water, we can go ahead and go put down here. It's just good to keep up with these things while you're at your base. We'll keep letting that churn out. We have the repair kits in here. So we're going to go ahead and repair the 2 things we couldn't before. Let's go ahead and go sell stuff to the trader, and then we're going to go straight over to the supply drop, and then from the supply drop over to the quest, and hopefully we'll be able to do all of that and get back to the trader all before nighttime. But right now I want to see what the trader has to offer. 9mm probably would be a good thing to stock up on, seeing as I have 1 bullet left.
Damn, you smell like the dead, selling to even a dumbass like you.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Okay, so we've got 3,500 coin. I'm not super worried about getting food stuff. See, that's that forgetting elixir I was telling you about. Looks like there's a zombie outside. They can't break through the trader walls last I knew, so. In here. And none of that stuff looks like things I need. What's up, Carlton? How are you? Iron sledge. So he does have some 9mm, which oddly I probably will grab. How much is that going to cost to buy all of it? Almost 2K. Let's see if he has anything else. You're doing what now, honey? Oh, okay. Is that something you're comfortable with? Are you going just you? Can you, before you go, can I look over that real quick? Okay. Okay, so that wasn't like her immediate. That makes me feel a little better, but it's still kind of like, eh. Okay, guys, so she's balling. Yeah, she's balling out here, dude. Big hitters. So this will allow me to craft better. Yeah, books are actually something I probably should have spent more coin on, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I am. I kind of debated it for a second, but I'd rather just look over what you got, hon. Okay, so the tarp would have been... Wait, I wanted to look over your phone real quick for the profile. That was what I was talking about. Sorry, Ben. I didn't make myself super clear there. Obviously, that's on me. So we'll buy whatever 9mm we can buy until we basically run out of money here. There needs to be a button for that they add, where you can just, like, max out your money. spent on that. Okay, so the anvil goes in the forge, the gatherer goes in the dew collector. These books
All
are
right,
massively
now that
helpful.
you've done your business,
We can now
get
make
out of
steak
the
and
store.
potatoes. That's a big deal. What did you just do? Let's see. Oh, I see. You got some extra pimp points for yourself, Kermit. Yeah, I'm not super worried about it either. Just looking over. You're looking at photos right now. That wasn't what I was after. I was gonna look over. Okay. I think you're probably okay. Yep. Yeah, you should be alright. Not super worried about it. Thank you, baby. Hey, would you mind to just text me and stuff as you get places? Okay. Thank you. I love you. Alright, guys. So... I'm gonna go with him here. That was an easy situation. Now, because we're by our base and we have things we could do, schizophrenia is a crippling disorder. Yes. Depends on what you want. I'm gonna put an asterisk on that. New vote has started, by the way. A is no time. I have no idea what that means. Yeah, I'm good with that. If you... Hey, wait! Can you get the cheese wheel if they have it, and then the cinnamon wheel for sure? Thank you, babe. Alright, critical immune and shield. So I think it seems like... I don't know what no time does, but A, B, and C. Hashtag A, B, or C does the corresponding buff vote over on Twitch. This game is a lot like Rust. You're not wrong. So what does that do? Forge crafting speed. Oh, it crafts faster. Okay, so now I have a shield. Now, what does that actually do? I don't know. I'll have to let you know in a minute. Let's go ahead and throw the gatherer into here. That'll increase its gathering rate, as I understand it. Okay, we'll put the stuff in the trader chest. Okay, now... let's head out to the supply drop first, and then over to our quest. You know what? I think it's time to do a standing desk here. Hang on. Make sure nothing's leaning up against my desk. Okay, we're good. I found out the hard way a couple times there was something leaning against my desk when it lands on my feet. I'm like, ugh. Gross. That's not what you want. I'm definitely feeling the sitting for a while thing here. So I'm going to let the desk raise here and we'll take advantage of the fact that we got this nice standing desk. Although I will say that whenever I've done this, I don't know if it's because of my positioning, or how I'm built. But like when I'm standing like fully right here, and like my head is cut off. The desk of pain and suffering. I have to like slouch. Like I can't stand up straight in order for me to stay in frame. First world problems, am I right? How far out is that? 700 meters. Holy cow. It's just the camera angle. Yeah, probably so. But like when I'm sitting, it's fine. It's only when I am standing that's an issue. So I don't know why that is. I assume that my upper torso's height is probably part of that. Part of the difference there. How are things in your world, Carl? Is everything going okay? Ooh, we got a raw honey there. That's exciting. If you moved the camera a little further away or angled it up, it would be great. So angling it up, I hate that look, but I wouldn't mind the idea of moving it further back. Except then it starts to get the monitors in view because of how wide the lens is. So, to look on it, I could play with it a bit, probably at some point. Okay, we got a biker to deal with there. Let's go ahead and get a sneak attack on him. Sneak attack headshot. That'll probably take him off. These guys are pretty tough. Alright, we got a skill point to spend. Looks like we may have had one sitting there that I just didn't spend. Yeah, we'll put... Wow, we can go off max pack mule already? Holy cow. That'll literally open up my entire inventory, preventing me from getting encumbered ever. Almost looks like there's another city out here. Hopefully it's not another biome. I can't handle a different biome. All right, guys, you got another vote if you're over on Twitch right now watching. If you wanted to participate, even if you've just been lurking and you wanted to jump in and, you know, kind of impact the game in some way or another. It's a supply vote, so I can either have an ammo supply if you use hashtag A. Hashtag B is explosive supply. And hashtag C is book supply. You could vote, otherwise it will generate whichever one just randomly. Truthfully, the book supply is the one that I would love. So if you use hashtag C, you get my personal vote. That's that. I don't think I can actually vote on my own stuff. Otherwise, I probably would, to be honest. I'm going to try. Let's find out. Wow, you can. Okay. Well, I guess if you don't want me to have the books, you better go over there. I don't like walking across this open field. I feel like there's going to be an animal that comes in and charges me or something. Nice. Shotgun crafting skill. I can now make a pipe shotgun quality 5. That's nice. This is a tier 3 quest. We definitely don't want to do that. Here's our supply. Looks like on the other side of the fence here. Magazine extender mod, eh? A little bit of food and stuff for our trouble. So we'll go ahead and put our magazine extender mod in this guy. Got a little bit more ammunition for him. It takes it from a, yeah, I think it's like a 15 round mag to a 22 round mag. That's awesome. Okay, we got a farming bundle there. Probably shouldn't have opened that one while now, because that's just going to take up an extra inventory. But that's okay. We have 3 farm plots additional now, which is exciting. We'll be able to go put that to use. So, all right. We can also make a pipe. Yeah, we really do. Overnight tonight, we need to work on getting like more of the upgraded stuff taken care of. Ooh, 40 rounds of 9mm? That's clutch. We were running low on that from the soldier incident earlier. I hear you, but where are you? Oh, hello. Hiya! Get wrecked, nerd. Teabag. Okay, yeah. Not sure why, but this game just brings out like that immature in me that's there somewhere. It just doesn't come out prevalently. So we were gonna do turkey burger bowls during dinner tonight. Sounds like Rachel decided to do something different at the last minute, which I'm not upset about. It resulted in pizza, so that is a good thing. what is the goal in this game? Basically, build up your loot and supplies and rank, not rank up, level up. Has like an RPG style where you have like skill trees and stuff. You want to get better at those skill trees. You earn experience, then you spend those experience points on those things. And then every 7th night, there is a horde of zombies that happens from 10 p.m. in game to 4 a.m. in game nonstop, and you have to build a horde base to survive it. In order to do that, you build your skills up, you get better loot, better weapons, right? All that kind of stuff. So, fortunately, at least the last time I played this, I had a base concept that allowed me to more or less stand there with a melee weapon the whole time. Like I carried manual like guns and stuff like that too. But it was a pretty straightforward. Like they would come in a straight line right at you. You just kind of funneled them. So, and it did work recently on a small horde of zombies. I was doing a horde every night playthrough instead of every 7 nights. It was every single night, which is much more intense. But gotten some good loot on the way over here. It's a second chrysanthemum seed. Oh my god, catch up on his breath here. Got all of our guns loaded. We'll go into the Richmond residence here. And we'll head up. Looks like we're supposed to go over there, but there's a garage down here. So we're gonna loot that first. I think I still need to harvest short iron pipes as one of my challenges. I need to harvest 6 more. You can get those from these sinks pretty easily. Okay, so we got 4 more there. I think it was 6 more I just said we needed, right? So we need 2 more. So we'll look for a sink inside this house so we can get the last 2. Because that gives us a bonus of XP as well. Okay. Get the trash bin taken care of. Oops. There we go. And perfect. Let's go up here. Oh my. Oh. Okay. That was interesting. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fall and then you're stuck on the zombies. I see. That did not go well for the game. I literally saw it coming. I'm literally the best. Okay, the repair tool crafting means we can get better like hammers and eventually nail gun, stuff like that. I wonder if they've finally added tiers to the nail gun. It used to just be like a tool you got to. It didn't have like qualities like a lot of the other tools do. Improved fitting mod schematic. Okay. Oh, when you loot the fridge, it stops humming. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, we dropped in. That was the... Oh, okay. I think I'm remembering how this is supposed to work now. Got some armor parts. We're gonna put those up here too. Yeah, opening that farm pack, the seed thing, was a bad idea. So now my inventory is almost completely full, and we haven't even gotten to the main loot. So we may actually... Ooh, the super corn seed recipe. That is a very big deal. Super corn is very rare to find, and it's a very big part of a lot of different like end game recipes. So definitely a big deal that we found that seed early so that when we do find super corn, we can just hang on to it and we'll immediately be able to start crafting seeds. That's a big deal. Okay, we are officially encumbered by 1. Oh my. Nice of you to drop in. Wow, that's gross. You guys are just making a big mess. Ew, don't get it on my clothes. Stay over there. Nasty. Nomad headgear. Interesting. Okay. We got the bandolier mod. We're definitely going to slap that on if we can. Can I put those on? Is it just the chest? Okay. And then we'll just put these over here. Perfect. Now we've got a mod on each of our armor pieces. That's a big deal. Now the reload speed is about to go through the ceiling too, comparatively to where we've been. Some 9mm. Another cooking book. Yeah, we did really good at this quest. Quest is over. You'll be able to do cooldowns or commands now over there on Twitch. So you guys are been eagerly anticipating your moment. Now it's here. Your moment has arrived. Let's try and get out of here without falling back through the floor. Okay. So now we can head back over to our... We have 4. We're encumbered by 4. Is there anything... I'm a little low on food and water, so we could actually eat that. Let's move the can of sham. Oh, we could scrap these nails. There we go. Now we aren't encumbered at all. Pack mule points already paying off a bit there. That's awesome. Did I leave anything in this storage? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Okay. I know I had to drop that at one point when I was still dealing with encumbrance being constant. Okay, nothing there. We're good. I will say now that we're kind of in the middle of the stream and it's not just, it's kind of random. So if the guy actually finds it at this point, it is what it is. We haven't really heard anything yet on the doxing situation. Frankly, I'll probably follow up with the prosecutor's office tomorrow. Because it'll be the middle of the week and we still haven't heard anything. From the other resources that we've exhausted, and I will be following up with them as well, because at this point, this guy needs to be dealt with. He has stopped at this point, which is nice as far as the in-person stuff. I know that he and his posse continue to show up to my streams, but I kind of suspect that with it not being Overwatch, that they can't really roast me as easily, so they're just going to go somewhere else for a bit. I also think it may be dawning on him how serious what he's done is. It's a literal felony. So, I'm kind of hoping he's made a realization, because the way I understand it, he's done this kind of crap to other people before. He's actually got quite the record for it, but it's not a criminal record. So, I'm really glad that I can finally have one that is chargeable to him. So, all right, Rex.
Well, if you got money, I guess I can stand your smell.
I have 5 coins. Is that enough to stand my smell? Is it? You're not... You are... I can't reach you. Here, let me come on over there. What? Let me... Well, all right then.
Well, you proved me wrong. Now take your reward and get the hell out of here.
Oh, sweet. We have a bicycle if we want it. Oh, yeah, we're taking that. Oh, that means we've unlocked tier 2. Once he resets, overnight tonight, we'll have a tier 2 set of quests we can start doing for him. And they have higher rewards with higher risks. But that's actually a big deal. I'm really excited about that. That's awesome. And I'm not going to venture out at this point, but we do have a bicycle. May as well slap that down. That's exciting. Got a little extra storage with it. This will be a little bit of a faster mode of transportation. That is a very big deal. Oh, hello. Get wrecked. Teabag. Okay, we'll put this all in here. Oh, and actually, The goldenrod tea, I'm not too sure we'll hang on to, but hop seeds. Okay, let's actually reset this. Okay, we'll take those 3. We'll put the goldenrod away for now. We got a bunch of coin for that set bonus as well. Probably don't need to keep hanging on to this sham sandwiches. In fact, we'll get rid of this one. Save a little bit of room in there. Okay. Put stuff in the trader chest. And we'll put the glue away. Let's grab these farm plots and go back up top. See if we have room to put these down. We'll actually use the corner pieces, so we're going to go copy shape. And then the blueberry seed, the corn seed. And then, let's see, what kind of space do we have over here? So we have... Yeah, because I don't want to put over here. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just use the corner pieces here. And this will just be a decent little farm that we can put up here. You know, it's not a big deal. Okay. Now, let's figure out what all we can upgrade. So, we have the baseball bat unlocked. And we even have a quality 2, so that's probably worth doing. We need 30 forged iron, wood, leather, and duct tape. So, leather, wood, duct tape. Surely I have some duct tape. I can craft some. I just thought I'd have some in here. And then the forged iron. So we need a piece of duct tape. Okay, that'll take 3 minutes in our inventory to take care of. And then we're going to go ahead and make a pickaxe. Ooh, we can make a quality 5 already. That's bonkers. I don't know if we want to go to that level yet. Even just having a level 1 would be better. Just allow me to split the load across here a bit. So we need 2 more bits of duct tape. We also need some forged iron. So we'll flame this up. And then we needed... It's 2 pieces of duct tape. Okay. And it's the pickaxe and the baseball bat. Now, shotgun. I think we can only do... Okay, we can do a quality 5, so we'll actually probably go ahead and do that. That'll just give us a little bit of an upgrade going from a quality 1 to a quality 5. That's quite the difference. And especially because they're a one-shot, you get a single shot. You need to do as much damage as you can. Pipe machine gun, we can make a quality 2. So we'll go ahead and make one of those as well. Slight increase to, our value there. That's a big deal. So we'll throw that in there. Throw that on there. Reload it. Yeah, that bandolier mod is coming in clutch. I can see the reload speed being better. Perfect. Okay, we've got more of that going. Now we want to make the club, or the baseball bat, that is, and the pickaxe. We were just going to do a, well, I guess maybe the highest quality we could afford, which is a 1 right now, and that's totally fine. That'll... I swear I just heard a wolf.
Trader Rick is closing soon, so spend some fucking money already.
Maybe I misunderstood what I heard. Got Big Boy all the way over there. Yeah, that is gathering a lot faster. That's awesome. I accidentally put that hatch down wrong, I just realized. Probably go ahead and fix that while I'm thinking about it, to be honest. Oops. There we go. Chop this thing out real quick and we'll rotate it, because I like to be able to crawl straight up to the ladder and then have the back of the hatch face that way. There we go, like this. See, when you run up, you have something to kind of walk off of instead of accidentally walking off the edge of the... That's, just little things. Nothing crazy or anything. Well, hey guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Probably get a game of Overwatch in off stream. But I do appreciate you guys for real. I know this is a different game than normal, and I fully anticipated not having as many people that wanted to watch it. Totally fine. It's not something that bothers me at all. So thank you guys so much for watching. Those of you that chose to, I do know that you're the core of the community. Like, that's one of the things I'm eager to see, is to start seeing the people that'll stick through a game change in the future, long-term future. Obviously, I'm playing Overwatch for a while, but it's just good to know. You start to get an idea of who's really there for you and who's there for the game, and who's there for mostly the game and somewhat for you. So you just get a blend of it. But I appreciate you guys watching for real. Thank you. Keep an eye out for the vertical video I'll throw out for you guys. It'll probably be posted tomorrow is what I'll do. I might actually post it tonight, to be honest. I haven't really decided. We'll see. But either way, thank you for being here. I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, this is Gaming for Hope. I'm signing off.